Alrighty guys, welcome back to episode number 8 of The Spill. Today we got on Reza Qorbanie, a self-made millionaire, owner and founder of Six Figure Dropshipper. And just tell us a little bit about yourself, man, how you got to where you are, what it took and the mindset you've used to get there.
Yeah, Jordan, of course, man. And firstly, dude, thank you for the invite. Very exciting.
Anytime, man. I've been trying to get you on for a while now. Adelaide rep,
that's right, dude. So, guys, I'll look at you. I'll say, guys, Jordan. Yeah.
Reza.
All right. So, before I start to speak, I just need to let the people know who don't know me that I have a stutter, right?
Yeah.
So as I keep talking, what can often happen is I can often talk too fast, and then I get stuck on my words, and then I might get like speech blocks, they're called. So I'm gonna keep on working on my speech to try and really control it more. But I just wanted to give a disclaimer to the audience, so we're all on the same page. So bro, yes, I did start a school called Six Figure Dropshipper about 2.5 years ago, and I actually started this first by myself, and then I got a lot of help from Cam Moore, who helped you start Zane Ware, and my mom and my brother Shahin. So the course was my invention,
yeah,
but it was built and created and turned into this because of my team.
So what? Because you came here as a refugee, correct?
Asylum seeker.
Even
worse, like the lowest.
So you are an asylum seeker that the whole of Australia looked down upon.
Hated.
They
would say, go back to where you came from. And in the Parliament houses of Australia, they would have these things like turn back the boats. I was one of them. My family was those ones on the boats, and now we employ 15 Australians. We feed 15 Australians. They feed their own families, friends. They're buying houses, buying cars. So it just shows, yeah.
It shows in the flesh. You come here for a better life, and you've achieved that pretty bloody well, man. So congrats to you. And so how did it all start? From what age did you move to Australia?
Yeah, man. So I came here with my mum and my older brother when I was 9 months old. And my mum was, I think, 32 at the time. And my older brother, Shahin, was 9 years old. Yep. Yeah, so we came... Yep.
So you were 9 months. So you've got no memory.
No, on the boat, I don't know.
Yeah.
But dude, apparently our boat, like it nearly sunk a few times. We are very lucky we stayed on. It's kind of like, bro, like God and the universe gave my family and myself this tough start to our lives to really see, are we in this to win this? So anyways, bro, long story short, we came into Australia, and we spent the first 4 years of our lives in Australia inside a detention camp.
Was that on Christmas Island?
No, it wasn't. It was in 2 places in South Australia called Baxter and Woomera. And these 2 places now are shut down because they were so bad. In fact, the Commonwealth of Australia has a lot of law. The Commonwealth of Australia has a lot of law suits against them because of the treatment of the people in there. Like
yourself and your family.
Correct. So it was actually a very bad place. Immigration spots in Australia, even bro, the stuff I see happening on Christmas Island, people are there for like 5 years with no hope. It's like, that's horrible. Anyways, we ended up having our visas, not Australians yet, but I think we got like a temporary visa or something. So we come into Australia, and we are living in Adelaide. And
how old were you when you made that transition from the camp to welcome to Australia?
I was 4 years old.
So you're old enough then to realise?
Yeah, correct. Not entirely realise what the heck.
What was going on?
But like I was like, now my environment's changed. Remember, if I pause, it's just so I can catch my breath, because I've been learning about my speech a lot. And dude, if I talk too much, too fast, it's like my chest overheats, and then trying to get out words in like a smooth way becomes possible. So I need to keep a tempo.
Yeah.
But yeah, so dude, we are inside Australia, and my mum can't speak any English. I can't speak English. My brother Shaheen at that time is 13 years old. He's going to English school. And bro, like, we don't know a damn thing. And we started living inside an area called Mansfield Park.
Yeah.
Now, back in 2004 in Adelaide, Australia, Mansfield Park was a really dodgy area. And dude, I remember at the age of 4, I was hanging out with people on my street, bogans, who would get bashed by their mums or dads. They would do drugs. And these kids were my friends. They were like 5 years old. And it was like, what the hell is going on? So we actually left the area.
Welcome to Australia.
Welcome to Australia.
Well, that was a good entrance. And you know what? It's still like that to this day. And you've somehow done what you've done. So here we are.
Yeah, man. So, you know, from the age of bro, about 4 or 5, I always knew something didn't seem right. Like something was a bit off or weird. And bro, from a very early age, I wanted to be rich. I actually was like, you know what? This is my goal in life, is to become rich. And from the age of 4 or 5, dude, that was my guiding star. It was like, what can I do to become the person that can be rich? I don't know if you want to speak, ask anything.
Yeah. So what was your first step on achieving that? You know, did you go to school? Did you realize that the school system was just setting you up for failure? What made you gain that mindset? Or what was the first step you took when you said enough's enough? I'm gonna become a millionaire, and I'm gonna support my family and do what I need to do. Yeah,
so man, as you know, school sucks. School is actually garbage, and in my experience, high school was the worst, because you know, like in my experience, I was learning off of the teachers that hated their jobs.
Yeah.
And
that followed one curriculum that was set up for you to fail. Like we spoke about before the podcast, go to uni, have a HECS debt, be stuck in the system the rest of your life trying to pay that off, have a kid, buy a house, get married, die.
Yep.
The Australian dream.
Yep.
That me and Reza so hungrily need to escape. Well, he's escaped it and fucking...
On the way.
I'm proud of you, man. You've fucking done it. Adelaide rep. That's what.
And dude, like, you know, people often say to me, right, like, bro, like it's amazing what you've done, and it is amazing. I actually really take it on. But what a lot of us don't see, that dude, I've been in this game for 8 years now. Like, you would hope to God something happened after 8 years, because if it didn't, for a guy like me, you'd think, fuck, if that dude's obsessed with this stuff and he's been there for 8 years and it still hasn't worked, I have no chance.
Yeah.
So it's like thank fuck it worked in my case. And bro, like
it gives people like me hope.
Yeah, dude, of course.
It does. It really does. Like I said to you before, you were the first person. When I hurt my back at work, I thought, you know, this is it. My back's fucked. I'm not gonna be able to do the Australian dream, work the rest of my life. I need to find a better way.
Yeah.
And that's when I came across Cameron and yourself.
Yep.
Started the course.
Yep.
And you just opened my mind up to completely different avenues of life and learning, and I've just been on this journey of fucking pages ever since.
Yep.
From going down rabbit holes to learning about online business to working on launching my own business again.
Yep.
My first business that I started running through your group got shut down thanks to the cops. I got raided. The universe told me it wasn't my time. I waited, got new stuff.
I told you, bro, you can't sell heroin online, and you did. You can't sell drugs online, dude. I told you this.
Sorry, I tried, you know. the streets were getting tough, so I started an e-commerce store selling heroin. Nah, so you've really changed lives, man. I think I checked before I came here, 3,800 students.
Yep.
And I scroll through every day, seeing all the success people are making
every day.
And I'm just waiting for my time to pursue what I want to do again.
Yep.
And like we said before, I'm either 100% or I'm nothing.
Yep.
So hopefully this year's my last year of the Matrix, as we call it, and that's it for me. I believe if we put the hours we put into a 9 to 5, if we put those hours into resigning and doing something we genuinely want, if you don't achieve it, like you said, you're a fucking goober.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
If you've got 24 hours in a day and you're on Centrelink or you're at home and you don't have to go to a 9 to 5 and you can't achieve what you really want to achieve, take away money. Money's nothing. You want to be a swimmer, a motocross racer, a football player. If you have no job, 24 hours to yourself, 365 days a year, and you can't achieve that, something's wrong.
That's right.
Unless you've been born with disabilities or you need a supporter.
Yeah.
If you can't achieve what you're trying to achieve, if you've got 24 hours to work on that one thing, good luck to you.
That's right.
But the issue is, and my biggest issue is, I can't do two things at once. So I can work for 9 hours, drive a truck, fuck my back, get home depressed. Do you know how tiring pain is?
Yeah. Wow.
Pain is so tiring. And with a mindset like yourself, you're probably thinking, fucking pussy, get to the laptop.
Nah, man.
Because I tell myself that. I said, you know what? It does take working hard to achieve what you want to achieve. So why don't I go home and just flip my laptop open? Yeah. Unfortunately, I need to fight some demons in my head and start doing that. And I know that. But I want to put myself in a position where I can resign and I can put my all into what I've got planned. So coming soon, stay tuned.
But bro, like in saying it, right? Like of course I think as well, like anyone can find time to start up a website and learn shit, because I had every downside, bro. Like, dude, I could name any excuse as to why I could have failed or not tried, right? Like, bro, virtually any excuse. So when a person in the course goes, oh, Reza, I can't do it, I just don't have the time for it. And bro, you mentioned like you said, or you might think I'm a XYZ if I don't work, but bro, you worked in the past. Like I remember you made a website that I thought was amazing. What you sold, the sponge, I actually mentioned that, bro, in V2. I think your girlfriend will watch a video because I speak about these things, and I mentioned you in there.
I'm going to do V2 as well.
You'll see it, bro. You'll see it.
Plug yourself. Dude, version 2, 6 FDS, just dropped.
Yes, correct.
If you can do this man right here's course and not achieve what you want to achieve, something's wrong. Because your course is like...
It works.
No, but the effort you put into it is just astonishing, man. I remember sitting there and I'm like, there's nothing you missed.
No.
And you have made successful people on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. It's not just a cash cow.
In the masses, yeah, correct. But bro, like...
So what about the sponge? Because who the fuck...
$50 for a sponge. I say that in the course.
Who the fuck...
I didn't mention it was you. But I said don't sell stuff that no one would buy.
But one of your... we'll go there off the podcast.
Hey, but dude, the thing that I was trying to say was, even though you had your store back, bro, you still did make a website. So you did actually do the work.
Everything was perfect. I was scaling my ads. I had an amazing website, amazing logo.
Amazing website.
Amazing niche.
Yep.
Eco house.
Yep. It was amazing.
The product
I liked
was just shit.
It was a learning experience.
100%, and that's the way I look at it.
And the main thing, bro, is that you were actually talented at the website. Because, dude, my first ever website was called Drones Under 100. I sold drones from China under $100. My website sucked. Garbage website. I made like a few sales here and there. But dude, like, you have the advantage because you had such a strong attention to a detail that your website and logo, dude, I even told you it was good. And I never lie about stuff.
My logo was amazing.
Yeah. I told you it was amazing. Yeah.
But and this is what I think, this is what I look at every day. When I done the coach call to go through my spreadsheet, they said that was the good product to choose.
That was our fault. Yeah, correct. Goes back to us. Correct.
Yeah. And obviously you'll take that on the chin. Whoever was one of your, were they a coach at the time?
Coaches, yeah, correct.
He fucked me over.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, our team has expanded a lot.
I know.
And now we have a very strict the process on like who we hire, and the training involved to become a person on our team is very intense. So you joined very early on, like very early days.
Yeah,
so we've come a long way off that.
Yeah, and I can tell. I still scroll through every day. Yeah. I'm like, I can't wait to get back on board.
I remember, bro, when you joined, because I was actually, dude, I was in Hungry Jack's, and I feel this vibration on my phone. I was like, what the hell is that? I see it, and it's like Rhys joined. He paid to join the course, and Cam was like, yeah, bro, we just got Jordan on board. He was like, spoke with him earlier, and I was like, Jordan, Rhys. And then from that day, bro, onwards, I seen you in the group, I spoke to you.
It was amazing. I remember
when you joined.
It was amazing because you took the time out of the Zoom call. Everyone sung happy birthday to me.
Wow. I forgot about that.
And I was like, wow, man, this Reza guy, he's a fucking legend.
Yeah. Wow,
do you know what I mean? It's not a cash cow.
That's crazy.
It's not a cash cow. What you've got is not a cash grab. You actually care. You stop the group chat, the Zoom call, and you've all saying happy birthday to me.
Wow.
And I remember sitting there on my bed floor with a fucked back, and I was like, amazing. Wow, man, what a community.
Yeah, wow.
And that was 2 years ago.
That's amazing, dude.
So from there to now, I know for a fact you guys have grown yourselves.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
This is why when shout out Mr. Dusty posted that YouTube video.
Oh yes.
I was pretty angry because the effort you boys go to, specifically you're the founder, but the effort your whole team goes to help other human beings, which you don't have to do.
Yeah.
You've made your millions. You don't have to fucking help people.
Yeah.
But you go through all this trouble to help us, and then someone goes and thinks you're a fraud and makes a YouTube video on you. Mr. Dusty, get fucked. Yeah. I love you, Matthew, but that was fucking... I told him exactly how it was. I said, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
This is the reason why we're in a shit place in the world right now, is because people know nothing, and it's cancel culture. That could have went viral. You could have lost everything you've worked for. Yeah,
bro. I remember the video, and cheers for actually standing up for us too. Thank you for standing up for us.
No, always.
Yeah, man. Cool. So, long story short about that there, it was a person who invested a lot of time and energy in making a video about us, which I thought was actually fairly hilarious. And what's really great about our course is that people cannot really talk badly about our course. I don't know if I've already mentioned this in here, but any bad review that we have, it's not even from a real person inside our course.
Fake.
They're either fakes or they like hide their name. So we just, because dude, if anyone's like angry about our course, I will happily offer them a refund because I don't want to have anyone's money who thinks our course sucks. Yeah. So anyways, on that there, you mentioned that the guy that made the video on us is your friend, and you said he's about to join our course.
Yeah. So I said to him, because he's into the media side of shit, and he's into doing what you do and what I want to do and what everyone's trying to get into. And I mentioned to him, I said, this course is second to none. You just, you should do it, figure out what you think of it, and then start talking shit about it or making TikTok memes. And he goes, you know what, I might buy it and I might do it. I said, if you do this course and you put your all into it and you fail, I'll pay you the money.
I remember that, yeah.
So that's what I said to him. So hopefully he joins up and...
Yeah, man, it'll be cool. But either way, still, I know our course is great. And even in the video, he couldn't really.
Well, it speaks for itself, man.
Yeah. Anyways, dude, let's move on off that.
Yeah,
'cause
so-
I don't even want to speak about it.
So,
Yeah, dude. So Jordan Rhys, bro, you've come up the last 2.5 years or so, or since 2019. Like, I remember when you first joined the course, I remember because I got the alert on my phone. It said Jordan Rhys paid, and I remember it because I was in Hungry Jack's, and Cam was actually saying to me how he spoke with you earlier, and then it said, he joined, and then anyways, bro, like, you were just starting out then in business, and now I'm learning off you.
well, that was when I first hurt my back.
Yeah.
And I always had the mindset of, I don't like working. I need
Yeah.
to find something better.
Yeah.
Now, that was when I first hurt my back, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have all this time off. I'm injured. I need to figure out a way to achieve what I want to achieve in life, and not have to return to work. And just the welcoming you boys gave me. You know, I remember you all singing happy birthday to me on a Zoom call.
But yeah, dude, like, you've taught me a lot of stuff about the mindset. Some things that you are speaking about is how you have a lot of faith in the universe, and how it's your time and stuff. Tell me more, bro, about that, and like how you got started there.
Well, I think that all came down to having this time off work. You know, when you've got 24 hours a day to sit there and think, and sit in a sauna and sit there and think, what the hell is going on in the world? I slowly got into the rabbit hole of COVID, the scam, fines, taxes, banking, loans, on just how much we're getting, you know, lied to, and again pushed into the system to manipulate us that what we're living is a great life, when it's really just, it's not. And that slowly took me down the road of stopping drinking tap water, only consuming what I want in my body that's gonna have a major effect on the way I think and the way I feel. Another thing was eating good food, so it reduced inflammation on my back. Saunaing, meditation. You just find yourself meditating as soon as you get in a sauna. And then from the conspiracy rabbit hole I went down, which is not even a conspiracy, I ended up down the road of Earth, and that every single thing we need in life was given to us, and we've taken advantage of it, man, and we need to take a few steps back as humanity and get back to the basics. Just getting back to the mindset, like, I just think we need to take a few steps back as an evolution, man. I feel like the way to happily live is how our ancestors lived. So what's your thoughts on that?
Man, I haven't even spent too much time in that kind of world, but in terms of dieting, food and health and sleep, I agree. Bro, I want to learn, how did you get so advanced in your thoughts with faith and the universe and Earth? Because I'm learning more about God now, and I never used to even think about God or believe in God until very recently, where I realized, holy crap, like...
Well, that's got to do with what I explained to you before about 5D Earth. We've shifted for the first time in, I think, 68 years to a higher frequency. Yeah. Now, humans, that trampoline, the camera, everything is a frequency. We're all a vibration on Earth. Body, mind, soul. Now, I believe that my journey is mostly been cutting out fluoride, which is in our tap water, changing my toothpaste, and just getting back to the basics, man. Getting in touch with the earth. Take your shoes off and go ground your feet on the grass once or twice a week or day. Do you know what I mean? And I've never put a name on, you know, God. To me, I've found faith. I have faith that there's something higher than us. And as long as you have that faith, I feel like that's all you need, because you'll be guided to the place you want to go. So that's what I believe. So I don't put a name on God. I just call it a higher consciousness. That's what I believe. And that's what I'll continue to believe until I see God, or I know for a fact that God or is the man that I'm looking up to.
Yeah, well.
But right now, I just think there's a higher consciousness.
yeah.
So what's gotten you into this? What's changed in your life to make you ask me that question about faith or God? If you've never been into it before, is there certain things happening in your life that you think there is something looking over you and leading you down the path you want to go down?
Yeah, man. So I believed in God as a kid for like a short time, and then in Australia, as you know, most people here don't think God is real. So that was the mindset I gained as well. And very recently, within probably like the past month or so, I had a really crazy awakening where I thought to myself, holy crap, like the whole world is kind of like the thoughts that you have too about our money and taxes and loans. I had these same types of thoughts, but in the context of Bitcoin. I realized, because I've been very involved now in Bitcoin for the past couple of years, I realized, crap, like we don't have a good type of money. All of our money is crap, and I was born in Iran. And
all of our money's fake.
Yeah, it's all crap. And in Iran, bro, if you like, I went there first time back. I went there in 2009, and I could buy a piece of gum for like, say, 100,000 of our money.
A piece of what?
Of gum.
Chewing gum. Yep.
And then I went back in 2012. It was like five times that price. I was like, what the hell? So, bro, like in the Middle East, well, in some parts there in Asia, Africa, South America, our money is our money is losing value very fast. It's called inflation, as you know. And if you live in
inflation,
yep.
That's the plan. I think inflation is one of the biggest scams in humanity.
Yeah,
nothing's going up. Oil prices aren't going up.
Yeah.
Fuel isn't going up. Electricity isn't going up. We're not running out of electricity. We don't have climate change like they say we have. It's the biggest hoax. Well, it's another fear-mongering campaign. If they can put fear into us, they can get us to do whatever they want. And that's why they achieved all this vaccine rates and the COVID scamdemic, if that's what you want to call it. So inflation, it's them trying to keep us poor.
Yeah, well,
and it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Do you know how many hundreds and thousands of probably millions of people lost their businesses during COVID? Now there's inflation.
Yeah.
Shit, no one's got enough savings to restart their business.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, well.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so man, if you're like a normal guy inside Australia or the West, and you're not involved in business, online marketing, all this stuff, like you're screwed. I couldn't imagine having a normal life if I earned
Well, you're not screwed, but the normal life is all you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get anything else but the normal life.
Yeah.
And the normal life, to me, right now in the world we're in, is appalling. Like I spoke about it a minute ago, normal life, we should be out getting in touch with nature, living off the land, harvesting our own lands, hunting and gathering. That's should be the normal.
Yeah. Right.
But in the background, that's the normal now.
Yeah. That's right. Wow.
And we've come too far. We got to go back.
So, bro, like, what are your goals over the next 5 years, and then let's say over a decade, 5 years, and then 10 years in the future? So
the plan for me is, like we spoke about before, I'm back on my upwards trajectory.
That's right.
That I was on before the universe said not now. I'm working on a business with my brother.
Yep, nice.
Is
he older?
Yeah, older. Never in his life had the mindset like you and I.
Yeah. How much older is he?
He's 24. 2 years older than me.
Nice.
So 24.
Yeah.
How old am I? 24.
Yeah.
He's never had the mindset. We had an argument the other day about me saying, you need to escape this mindset, Jamie. Stop looking forward to going to work for someone else.
Yeah.
You need to have the mindset and manifest every day that I got to escape this shit, and the universe will give it to you. Manifestation's the strongest power in the world.
Yeah.
3 days in a row now, he's messaged me saying, fuck this shit.
Well,
this
crazy.
business idea that we were about to endure on was his idea.
Well,
he came up with it.
yeah.
And I said, I'm so proud of you, man.
Nice.
Because I've thought about it. I've just never come up with the process that he has.
Yeah.
He messaged me. He goes, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Within half an hour, I was on the phone to my logo creator, creating the logo for our brand that we're planning on pursuing.
Yeah. Well.
And I just said to him, man, I'm so proud of you. I'm so fucking proud of you.
Well.
The mindset you've got now is all it takes. I got another text today.
Well.
Fuck the Matrix.
Yeah.
He said, this is my last 3 to 4 years of living in this life, and then I'm done.
Well.
We need to achieve something we think is unachievable. And I said, that is the mindset that I've been wanting you to have, man.
Well.
Welcome. I love it. Cool. And my plan, same thing, man. This year, I've promised myself will be my last year of putting my health last. As we spoke about, my back is gone. Once you do your back, you there's no coming back. You know, it's something that once you do it, it's a snowball effect. Yeah. So now I've damaged both my shoulders. I limp because of my nerve pain. I've hurt my hips. You can't come back from it. Now life's too short for that. It's bad enough that I have to be in pain every day, then go work for someone else and be in that pain, and then get home from work in that much pain that I can't even go pursue what I want to pursue. So I've promised myself this is my last year, and I'll see you in Dubai.
Yeah, of course. Good job with your bro as well.
Yeah, well, it's like you've said in your course, man. You need collaborations. You can't achieve what you want to achieve like a lone soldier. You just can't. You need collaborations. Yeah. So me and my brother, we've collaborated. Do you know what I mean? And two minds think alike. Yeah. He's got opinions. I've got opinions. We think completely differently, but I think it's gonna be perfect for what we're trying to pursue. So. What? So that's the thing, man. And then travel Australia. Yeah. I'm never buying a house. Yeah. The last thing I want to do is get a loan. Yeah. Get a loan of their fake money that they fraudulently printed out themselves. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a real goal of mine anymore to live that Australian dream. Yeah, good. It's a goal of mine now of legacy and memories. Yeah. And if I can have a legacy and create memories, which my idea is traveling. I want to see the world, man. I want to see every single fucking corner of the earth before I die. Nice one. And I want to meet people like yourself, network with people, and just be known as someone who fought the right fight. Good work. So housing, whatever, man. If I come into that much money and the world gets a bit better in say 10 years, my goal is to buy a block. Yep. And build a house on it, and start my own self-sustainable community. Nice. Cool. Old school. That's great. But if that doesn't happen, you'll find me somewhere in the world doing what I need to do, man. Yeah. Cool. As far away from the Matrix as possible. Yeah. Good. What about yourself? Bro. What's the plan, Reza Qorbanie? Qorbanie. Dude. That was amazing. Qorbanie. That was amazing. He's got a bony right now. Just listening to that. Yeah, man. How much would you need to build the community or build like that thing? How much money? Yeah. I'm hoping by the time I'm finished doing what I want to do, that money is no longer the thing you talk about. Yeah. Money's the issue. Yeah. Money is the reason we're in the situation we're in. Bro. What happened when it was, I'll give you a sheep, you give me a pig. Yeah. I'll give you a loaf of bread, you give me water. Yeah. Bro,
speak about this in the course in V2. And for those that are watching this, so bro, thousands of years ago, about over 2,500 years ago, because coins were first invented in Greece, in the ancient state of Lydia, back in around 2,500 BC.
BC, yeah.
And before that, what we used as money, it actually varied across the times. But back in the very early days, it was like, all right, bro, I'll give you a sheep for a pig. Example.
Yeah. And I believe that's how we should have stayed. And
Here's the issue, though. Here's the issue with that. So the only issue with this, bro, say you run a shoe shop, right? And you sell shoes. And I sell land or houses. And you want to come and buy a house off me. Dude, I won't take 1,000 pairs of your shoes. I don't need 1,000 shoes.
Exactly.
So the issue with that was a concept called the coincidence of wants. I want this, but he doesn't want this, and then they made money. But the issue with our money, and this actually happened in the ancient Roman Empire, inflation even happened then. So like the gold coin. Sorry?
Things became worth more and more and more.
Yeah. And why? Is because the guys in charge of the Roman Empire, they would chop off parts of the coin to go make more coins.
Yeah.
And each coin was worth less.
Yeah. So
it's been going on for a long time. What is the actual thing to save us? It's Bitcoin. Dude, the Bitcoin, one Bitcoin will be worth about $200,000 in about 2 years. So in the year 2025,
yeah,
one Bitcoin will be worth at least in Australian dollars, 200K, can be more. And then by the year around 2030 or so, one Bitcoin will be worth around $1 million or $1.5 million. And then after that, once our money, American money, Australian money and so forth, as this goes down and down in value, people will need to store their wealth in a hard asset. What is a hard asset? A hard asset is a thing that can't lose value over time. A thing that can't be easily like stolen or broken. So example, say you're worth 100 million and you're a fan of rare artwork and you store this really expensive painting in your house. What are the issues with that? Storing like artwork in your house.
Well, it can be stolen. The house can be set on fire.
Burnt down, floods, like everything.
Natural disasters.
Correct. And bro, like you can't say I was in Dubai and you were here inside Australia and I wanted to forward you 10 million, right?
Bitcoin or $10 million? $10
million worth of value, and the only thing I had was a painting. I can't send you that artwork. It can't be sent. I have to hire a freaking a ship or a plane, pay tons of money in insurance, a lot of money, in fact. Plane can get robbed or break or crash, and I can't sell you or send you a fraction of my house or a painting. So all these asset classes are flawed in some way because they exist in the real world, or they can be very easily seized. If I store a bro, in fact, even Russia, prior to him starting a war with Ukraine, they held a lot of money in USD. Yeah. And then as soon as the war began, they weren't allowed to use that kind of money anymore. They were banned off using Visa card, a MasterCard, all this stuff. So if you put trust in others, all these assets, they have too much risk. The thing with Bitcoin is that it can be sent anywhere. It's an online asset, and it's the first ever asset in the entire world that is online but scarce. You can't make any more of it. I can forward you, bro, 1,000 copies of a song or a photo, but you can't spend the same Bitcoin twice without it actually leaving your account.
So do you think once if the elites achieve this agenda of one world government,
Ian, dude, I'm not saying
will it be
I agree
Bitcoin?
with this. I'm not saying I agree with your idea about the whole world trying to be one thing, because I haven't learned about this yet. So I'm listening. I'm learning.
So, but do you think if they achieve this one world currency, one world government, one world smart city,
yeah,
do you think Bitcoin will be what's used during that? Because they're still going to need a currency.
So, dude, like, if we speak about it being a one world thing, what we need to see is what's happening in Russia, China, South Africa, and Brazil, because they've made their own kind of money, call the BRICS money, something like that. But the issue again is it's still a fiat. Dude, the only money that people can all trust is Bitcoin, because it can't be hacked, can't be stopped or controlled. And if you want to store your money inside a thing that can't be inflated or be hacked or stolen or whatever, it's Bitcoin. Even in America, bro, like in Congress, they are using it. It's being now allowed in South America, El Salvador, parts of Africa. So like, anyways, what I'm saying there is, like, the only form of money, bro, that a person with a brain could go, you know what, that's real, is Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, it's a real... Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It will take a long time, 10 years or 15 years, but eventually it's like, I'd rather own Bitcoin than own this strange money.
Yeah, that they print themselves. Yep. All right, cool, man. That's interesting, and that's really good to learn, because I know that's what you're going to be pursuing in the coming years.
Bro, for a guy like you, right? Like, I agree too. I don't want to buy a house anytime soon, because if you buy a house, you are kind of locked into that part of the world.
The system, yeah. Bro,
the best form of wealth you can carry with you, and yes, it's still volatile. It goes up and down every 4 years, and there's a reason why. But bro, there is no other asset that you can carry with you that is very valuable, that can be sold anywhere, sent anywhere, not controlled by anyone, than Bitcoin. And as demand for it increases, because supply is capped, the price can only go up.
And what's your opinion on the other coins like Ethereum, XRP?
Dude, they are not a true form of money, because they're all controlled by the founders of it. Dude, no one knows the founder of Bitcoin. He's got like a fake name, and even how it started, bro, was perfect.
Yeah, cool. All right, awesome. Oh, well, that's good to know, man, because obviously the trajectory I'm on, I'm going to I need to know this type of stuff, right, because the goals I have in life, I don't even want my money in the bank anymore. Yeah. You know how many times I've just thought, I've got to take it all out. Yeah. I don't trust these people with my money. Right. And they ask you, why do you want to take it out? What are you doing with it? None of your fucking business. See, this is the issue. Don't ask me questions. It's my money, but it's not our money. It's fake money on a computer screen.
That's right.
So I've got some questions for you.
Yep, cool.
I've already asked you what flicked the switch in your brain to realise that a 9 to 5 wasn't for you. That's something you had as a kid, right? Yep. So we'll skip that one. What does a day in the life of Reza look like? What fuels you? What's your diet? What's your health like? And because you can't achieve what you've achieved running off shit. Do you know what I mean? You are what you eat. So just quickly, before we have another catastrophe, what fuels you? What do you do?
Yeah, so dude, in the past, I was in beast mode. I used to wake up early and eat only meat, as you are now. And then I went to Bali.
I just finished that. Couldn't do it.
Yeah?
I've done like 7-8 days.
Oh, bro, like you need to do it for months.
I know, to feel a major difference.
I was on kind of on keto for like 5-6 months. Felt amazing, bro. I could wake up after 5 hours sleep and feel amazing. My mindset was strong. In fact, now I'm like, holy crap, I need to go back there. But past 2 months a month and a half, I've been a bit slack.
Yeah.
But dude, in the beast mode stage, and I'll be back in there soon. I'll wake up in the morning, fast until about 1 p.m.
Yep.
Make a fat steak lunchtime.
Yep.
Eat that, work in the day, train at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Gym, sauna, home, and read a book, and then sleep. Work. Like, I would always work.
Yeah, you're always working. Cool. So you're definitely into health. You don't just go to Hungry Jack's. You don't just...
Well, I did when you joined the course. I was there when you joined
the
course.
So you, this is the thing. You can have all this wealth. You can have all this knowledge. We could still be dead tomorrow. So we do need to live. And Hungry Jack's tastes good.
It does.
So
it tastes great.
But you're in the real world. You're pretty healthy. You fuel yourself with the right things.
Past month, bro, I've been eating a lot of junk food.
What do you class as junk food?
Well, a lot of carbohydrates.
Yep.
So I've been eating poison.
Yep.
Bro, you know, I was on meat diet for a long time, and then in Bali, I went there with my mum. We spent a week there for Christmas.
Yeah.
And bro, I was eating carbs there. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I realized like my gut was so sore, and I thought to myself, I haven't missed out on anything. Anyways, I've been eating a lot.
When you do carnivore, you unlock something, and that's what I mean by our ancestors. We should be living like them.
Yeah. Right.
They never had. Now, people are going to say, oh, they had diseases, they had this and that. 90% of deaths for our ancestors was a natural disaster.
Wow.
It wasn't cancer, wasn't kidney disease, wasn't gum disease, wasn't skin cancer, wasn't Alzheimer's, was none of that. It was dying whilst hunting, natural disasters, falling off a cliff, getting eaten by a lion, stung by a fucking snake, bitten by a snake, whatever they do, breaking a leg, getting lacerated hunting, not having the medical to heal the blood loss.
Wow.
No one died from all these diseases. God gave us everything we need to survive. We took advantage of it.
Yeah, that's right.
And now look, sickness, vaccines, healthcare, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Our nurses and the Australian healthcare and the healthcare we have around the world to be able to cure people from these diseases is amazing. But what fucking gives them people the disease to begin with?
Yeah.
Why don't they talk about this?
Wow.
Why don't they talk about this?
Yeah.
Sunscreen gives you skin cancer.
Wow.
The same people that give you skin cancer make money off chemo, and fucking melanoma's getting cut out.
Yeah, well.
Cancer counsellor in court right now fighting a charge for having toxic shit in the sunscreen that's causing skin cancer.
Wow.
Go put skin cancer. Go wear sunnies out, and when you're out. You know how they tell us staring at the sun's not good for you? It's one of the best things for your pineal gland there is.
Wow.
Sun glazing.
Wow.
Our ancestors
Crazy.
done it for thousands of years. You stare at the sun and it melts the chemicals off your pineal gland.
Crazy. Wow, I didn't know that.
So there's rabbit
insane.
holes, man.
Yeah.
There's rabbit holes, and we've been lied to for a fucking awfully long time.
Yeah.
So back to what I spoke about before, we need to go back a bit. We need to reverse.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're almost at a spot now where it's some things are irreversible.
Yeah.
But we can do what we do consciously to live the life that we want to live, and healthier, and spread awareness on what needs to happen. And the great reset that they're trying to achieve, they will not achieve it. Because our human body fought off the graphene oxide in their poison jabs they gave us. God gave us a human anatomy to fight infections and chemicals in our body. Now, don't get your boosters, because that's why they're pushing them, because they didn't realize there was a hole in their plan. The human body fought against these vaccines. That's why they're pushing boosters, because the more boosters you get, you're topped up. They can achieve what they want to achieve if you're topped up with these chemicals in your body. So we just figured out you fuel yourself pretty well. You know, you still live, you still enjoy yourself. You eat the food you do like, but all round...
I shouldn't, though.
Yes, but...
I shouldn't in beast mode, but yeah.
But in beast mode, so ideally, carnivore diet.
Yeah, but...
Keto.
Yeah.
Ketosis.
Yeah,
which is... Ketosis is when your body is taking from stored fats and using it for energy instead of taking from your last meal.
That's right.
Which is ancestrally the best diet we can be on, and that's the diet I believe we're meant to be on. Because vegetables, carbs, I personally don't think they're the greatest for us. They were never meant to be what they are today, I don't think. Vegetables let off defense chemicals when you pull them from the tree that can kill a human.
Well, crazy.
That's another rabbit hole.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What's your favorite quote that you live by after all the success, all the millions of dollars you've made? What quote do you live by?
Dude, very good question.
And you have to talk into the mic.
Yeah. So, bro, that's a very good question. And as you see in my stories, every 2 nights I share a quote. But
that's why I asked this question, because you do share a lot
one
of
quote that I like, bro, the most, right? And it's very good for a person who's just starting out in business or in life, and they're trying to make it. And it's in the Machiavellian Maxims. I don't know if you know that.
No.
So anyways, the thing it says is it says that the rich and powerful are always testing, and they yield milligrams of respect for something good that you do. So even if you do something good in business or in life, a person who's powerful or rich or very influential, they don't like you yet, but you've gained a glance that okay, that young dude has gone and done that. So it means that to actually become a person who's powerful, rich, and so forth, it's not a thing you do once or twice. Being a success is a thing you are and you do all the time, to where it's undisputed that you are a freaking god at what you do. Example, bro. If a person in my course makes $100,000 in a month and they've just started out, I don't think they are that amazing yet. I think what they've done's amazing, very impressive, but I know they've just started. Until they're making $100K a month each month for a few years straight, then I go, all right, that guy's good.
It's no longer luck. It's hard
not a fluke.
Work. Yeah.
And a person who is very high up, just because you've done that or this, or like XYZ, it's not enough to gain anyone's respect. You have to do stuff all the time, prove yourself all the time to be worthy of respect or trust.
Yeah, I like that, man. That's good. So, what do you think of depression?
Depression, bro. I was actually depressed at one stage.
Okay.
I was.
Yeah, so I'm going to correct that because this is my thoughts.
Yeah.
You were in a depression.
Correct. I was.
You weren't depressed, because look at you now.
Yeah.
You were in a depression.
Yeah.
Not depressed.
Oh.
Depressed is making millions and millions and millions of dollars to the big pharmaceutical companies. Oh. They want you to believe you're depressed, because when you're depressed, you're weak.
Yeah, bro.
And they'll get you on meds that will make you weak, and they will gain money off these meds month after month after month. They don't want to cure any of us.
Bro, that's true. Because I don't know if you've ever spoken with a psychologist.
I refuse to see them.
But dude, they are actually crap. Maybe you'll find one or two that's cool, but dude, I went in a weird stage of my life for a few months where I was actually fuck, I'm not happy at all. What's my why am I here? And I look back on it now and I think, wow, I was such a baby. I was trying to feel bad for myself.
Was this during your rise of success?
It was.
So you had
I had money, bro. I was making money. I was great. And dude, I look back on it and think, wow, I was being such a victim. And it was really a mindset, bro, shift that I had that allowed me to go, I'm actually amazing and my life's great. People need me. So anyways, dude, long story short, I did actually take antidepressants too. I took one called Lexapro
Mm.
for about 5 weeks, and dude, it actually helped me out a lot.
Yeah, no, it does.
I actually felt amazing after.
It does.
And then I stopped it.
But it does help. My brother, my dad, they're all on that. I think it's that same one. It does help because it's putting a blanket over the issue. It's not allowing you to heal the issue like a mushroom trip is. The mushroom puts the depression in front of you, and you can't fucking go past it without overcoming it.
Well,
what the pill does, if it blankets it, puts it on the back burner, in the long run, you're not even going to be able to come off it. It's taken my brother 4 months just to get off this pill.
Bro, you know how I came over mine? I had to take a big, deep look into what the hell was making me feel so bad and depressed. And bro, I was writing down pages of notes, going deep down into it, which people don't do. If a person's depressed, psychologists, all this stuff, like, dude, they don't actually help you at all.
Yeah, past trauma.
They say it's okay to feel like this, like that. Maybe, you know, in moderation. And bro, I think the stuff they do can help you too.
Yeah, definitely can.
But dude, I went out on my own accord to see 4 separate psychologists in the span of like 6 months. They were all crap, garbage. And then bro, as a last resort, I took antidepressants. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll try them out. And it was around the time, bro, where I restarted to think of my goals and the kind of guy I was. And what actually helped me, bro, was to first realize that my thoughts and beliefs about myself were all garbage.
Yeah. Because
I thought, wow, like, all this money, I'm not happy. Is there something wrong? But it was like, no, Reza, you're thinking of the wrong things. And the medications helped a bit. Bro, I started to feel invincible. I actually stopped them because I was like, all right, I'm starting to think I'm too fucking good. And I was starting to lose that part of my brain where I could reason or use like a calmer brain. I was like, I'm invincible. I'll do anything. So
they actually had that much of an effect on you?
Yeah, dude, they actually really like helped me out.
And did you go cold turkey?
Yep, I stopped. Only because I was on them for about like 5 weeks.
How'd you feel jumping straight off of them?
Dude, I felt fine because I stopped them after a short time.
Yeah.
But dude, like it was like a constant like almost anxiety that I had. And then on these I was like, like life's actually like quite good. Like I am capable. Bro, you know, a lot of my thoughts about being depressed was I started to think that I wasn't that great. I forgot who I was and what I've done and the stuff I had built. I forgot all the time I had invested in myself, in my brain. And you know the stuff that like Andrew Tate talks about. When I first heard of Andrew Tate, I wasn't overly impressed because I had already learnt this stuff of mindset and shit.
So yeah,
I had learnt this stuff as a teenager. I had already trained up my own brain to turn into a beast. And I forgot, bro, that I had these talents. So yeah, being bro depressed, it was like a bad day which turned into a bad month, which turned into like almost a bad year. It just went downhill. And what was worse, bro, in my case was because I was already making money and my life was already great. I was like, what the hell? Is something wrong?
Do you class money as success?
Well, do I class it as success? I class it as a part of it, sure. It's not the only thing, but it's a large part of it, sure. But, you know, as I've gained older and my life evolves, what I call a success changes, it evolves. At the moment, I'm about to enter in a new field, which is in Bitcoin startups. And bro, I won't make any money out of this for a long time. It will cost me millions in my own money with no guarantee of result, but it's a long-term play. So now I've moved past, or if I have money, I'm good. It's like, I know I'm good now. Inside of me, I know I'm good. So like anything is a bonus. But bro, like I can live well, man, off of not much money. Dude, I live...
Not in a little penthouse like this, you can't.
Yeah, like this is expensive. But dude, like my lifestyle hasn't changed much at all, except for the apartment here. I still pay myself, bro, a normal wage.
You don't have a car.
Don't have a car. Don't have a license. I should get a license first. Don't even have a TV, as you can see. Bro, I didn't have a couch for like half a year. Like, dude, I live a focused. I sleep on the floor, dude. I live a focused life. I don't need shit. But why I wanted to make money was so I would have the choice to have nice things. Because as a kid, we had no choice on the stuff we had, this stuff, that stuff. And bro, my focus on money isn't so I can go buy a nice watch or a nice that or this. I can do it now. Why I need money is so I can go and do shit. For example, make an app that will impact millions of lives. I need to have money to hire engineers, hire teams of experts. So I'm using money, bro, as like energy. I need energy units to fund things so that they can grow and evolve. And also, dude, I use money to help others. So if I see a person who's starting up a business and they're actually good and they're smart and they need money, I want to be able to invest in them because I wish I had that. So now I want to be that guy that can do it.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm still in the early days of my career. I'm on
You're
the
20
come up as well.
You're 23.
23, bro. I'm a baby. We are babies.
We are babies.
We are babies, bro.
What you've achieved by 23.
It's only been money, bro. Actually,
Yeah.
bro, the things I've achieved is money. Yes, I've learned how to make it, so I'm not really too, like at my stage now, I don't really care about making money as much because I know, dude, I could do anything and make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah.
What I'm very happy about, bro, on the stuff I've learned is I know now how to hire employees, how to manage a business. Dude, we have 19 employees now. And now it's like, holy crap, in 2.5 years, 19 employees, it was only me. And bro, and the fact that I can manage them with my team as well, but like we'll speak about me here. Dude, the fact that I can lead a team to achieving goals, that's like, to me at this age, it's like, holy crap. And to me, it's been like easy as fuck. It's been like it's been hard, but now it's easy. And it's like, crap. I've learned so much stuff that I couldn't have learned it in school or uni. Bro, I don't even hire employees that have gone into uni. Like, I don't care if they have or not. In fact, if they have, I think worse, because now they'll even, expect to earn more, and they're crap. So it's like, I don't even want to speak to them. The things I care about is are they smart? Are they actually hardworking? Because if they are, training them up in an area of the business becomes very easy.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. And the fact that you've learned how to make money and that's not enough, and what's enough for you is helping those around you, you're
Cheers, dude.
You're a fucking soldier, man. Because that's what we need right now in the world.
Yep.
We need more people like you and I.
Correct. That's right.
And I've done a lot. I don't have millions of dollars, but
yet,
yeah. But I feel like I've achieved a lot. I have enough money to do what I have achieved and to continue doing what I want to achieve. But money comes and goes, man.
It does, yeah.
What you're doing for people and what you want to do for people, that stays forever. So,
yeah.
Next question, Reza. You're a surprising bloke. I tell you what, that's a brilliant mindset to have. The fact that you have all this money, but it's still not enough, and that's a question I have here. Is when is it enough?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've succeeded? And if not, what else do you need and want to accomplish to feel that type of success? You pretty much just answered that.
So, bro, like dude, I'm asked this all the time, right? Because I tell my friends or like people I know, yeah, dude, I'm investing in Bitcoin, scaling up the business.
Do you even have any investment properties?
No.
No house?
Only Bitcoin, dude.
No car?
I am.
So you're trusting, you've got all faith in Bitcoin.
Dude, it's not even faith. It's like, this is the only thing that's going to work. It's a matter of time now.
I don't think it's going to work if the government and the elites achieve what they're trying to achieve by 2030, which is the agenda. It's called Agenda 2130. I think you're going to lose all your money. Or you're not going to lose it.
I hope I do.
Well, you're going to learn from it. So, my opinion, but they're not going to achieve what they're trying to achieve because of people like you and I with an open mind to see what's going on. And when we stand up, we outnumber them by 1,000,000 to 1, billion to 1. There's only 100 of these people that are fucking running this fucking scam. Do you know how many people there are of us? Why do you think they took our guns years ago? We can't fight back. What do you do to masculine men? Take their weapons. What are they then? Nothing. We're non-binaries.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Give us our guns back. They never will. Because then we're a threat to the elites, to the government. Next question, man.
Bro. On the part of enough, it's like, I'm not working so I can make money and that's it. No, like the goal, cash and money is only like a measurement tool of how much energy you have to achieve what you're trying to achieve. So I'm not seeing it as, oh, that's five houses or 5 cars. I'm seeing it as, oh, I can impact that many individuals or build this thing I need to. Even Elon Musk, he lives in a tiny house. He owns no houses. He's a brokey because he's not trying to make money. Yes, of course, it's still a part of it, sure. But the actual goal and vision is much more than that.
You're right.
I'll be rich, sure. I'll buy...
Rich in life or rich in money?
Nice things.
There's so many different perspectives of rich. If someone says to me, are you rich? I'm healthy. I know what's going on in the world. I have enough money to do what I want.
That is rich. Correct.
I have enough money to do what I want. I have cool cars. My family's healthy. I've got a great missus, great friends. I get to meet great people, and we're free.
That's right. Correct.
Right? I'm rich.
That's right.
And that is why I fight and stand up like I do, because they're working on taking away the feeling of being rich. Money and everything else. So that's why I take a stand that I do. And that's why sometimes I send some stuff to you, because the IQ you have and the things you've done in life, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think of this, Reza? Do you know what I mean? Like you shared that thing last night with the tick. You know, who was that? The Facebook tick to get verified.
Correct.
That is the start of the social credit score. That's what they're trying to push us to.
That's right.
If you don't have a tick, you've got a bad social credit score. You won't be allowed to go to certain clubs. You won't be allowed to fill your car up with petrol. You won't be allowed to have good product. You won't be allowed to buy food. You won't be allowed to catch a bus. Because your social credit score is low. This happens in China. You talk against the narrative in China, your card won't work for a few days. They shut your bank. They shut everything.
Crazy.
That is what that tick's for. That motherfucker who owns Facebook, he's well aware of what's going on, and he's one of the elites that are pushing for this one world agenda. So that's why I said this isn't good, man. Although you want to get verified, it's a cool thing to achieve. But the theory behind it on why they want you to be verified is not for our best. It's not for the best of us. This is the thing. if you have a government that coerces you to the point where you can't put food on your kid's table and feed your kids until you get a vaccine, they don't want what's best for you, and it was never for your health. Now, if they can achieve billions and billions of vaccines throughout the world, that was never for our health and never for the best of us. What else have they got planned?
Yeah, well, yeah, insane.
I don't want to get you in the rabbit hole, because I know you've obviously got an addictive personality, and you'll keep looking down it, and I don't want to have an effect on your upwards trajectory. But just have an open mind. Yeah. But I'm still going to send you this documentary when I leave, and tell you to talk into the mic.
Yeah, cheers.
So, with the mindset you have, it's best to steer away from a lot of these rabbit holes.
Yeah, Brett. And that is why I do, because I need to stay laser focused on my stuff.
And you know what? If you keep achieving what you're achieving with the money that you're achieving and the mindset you're achieving, when this shit does hit the fan, you're going to be like, fuck, that Jordan bloke was right.
Yep.
Thank fuck I've got what I've got and can...
all the Bitcoins I have.
And can escape the matrix. Do you know what I mean? So... I got a question here. It says, tomorrow you're given 10 million. What's your first move? You probably already got 10 million.
Well, bro, if you ask me like a few months ago, I would say 80% in Bitcoin. And give him. If you asked me a couple of months ago, I would put 8 million into Bitcoin, 1 million for my mum, buy a house or whatever, maybe 1.2 or 1.5, and then I would go waste the other 500,000. Or if I actually thought about it more, I might make it a bit more diverse. But now, I would probably bank 500,000 into Bitcoin or more, and the rest I would go and use for the next startup I'm making. But bro, 10 million is not enough. Of course, it depends on
your lifestyle,
goals.
what your goals are.
But
like, if I was given 10 million tomorrow, I don't know what I'd do. Because 10 million to me is enough to get my freaking community.
Yep.
Give my family, every family, my loved ones, a house on each
nice
bit of the block, and create the dream I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Every Friday you meet around in the middle of the property around a bonfire. Australia.
Nice.
Have a fucking billy.
Australia.
Have a billy. Smoke a J. A few beers. Pig on the spit. Hunting, gathering.
Nice. That's good.
You know, still solar panels, but rainwater,
that's
self-sustainable.
Yeah,
like, I'm not going to say I'm going to live on a teepee made of sticks.
Yeah.
No, we've come this far as an evolution. I'm still going to have a house.
Yeah.
But it will probably be a transportable house.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
So...
That's great.
And 10 million, I could achieve that.
Good.
But I still don't think it would be enough.
Yeah.
I'd want more. Because I'm all about this fucking legacy mindset. Like, and people message me, man. Like, people remember my name. Fuck, you said this shit about... Friday, I said the aliens are coming, and it's a government job.
Wow.
Saturday night, there was an alien invasion in New York.
Insane. Wow.
The government, that's the next agenda. Aliens are coming.
Yeah. Wow.
It's Project Bluebeam. They're putting aliens in the sky using projectors.
Yeah.
And the whole, they're expecting the whole world to jump in fear, run to the government for help.
Yeah. Great.
Everyone wants our help. Now we can push the one world government just a bit more.
Wow.
It's a scam. Everyone listening, everyone watching, Project Bluebeam is coming.
Wow.
It's a scam.
Wow.
And they want us to be scared, and they want us to run to the government for help.
Wow. Crazy. Insane stuff.
Do you know what I mean? So when it does come, and it is coming, there's been 46 UFO sightings this month, and alien invasion over New York City. You could actually see the beams shooting into the sky.
Yeah, crazy.
This is the next agenda.
No.
Now, the agenda is to get us down to 800 million people. There's 8 billion of us.
Yeah.
Like we spoke about before. To achieve what they want to achieve, which they're not going to achieve because people like me, they need to kill almost 90% of us. When the aliens come and we fight and the military fight back, they're accidentally going to kill us in the process.
Well,
I watched a documentary on it the other day.
yeah, well.
They're going to fight these aliens
Yeah.
and accidentally kill 90% of the population.
Well. Wow.
Anyway, that is a deep rabbit hole. But
is this in the documentary you have?
No, I'll send you that one though. There's a few.
Yeah, bro. I'm keen to watch the one.
But you, Reza, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, well.
And you're smart enough to realise there's facts in this that you can't argue with.
Yeah.
And you're smart enough to realise. Some people will watch it and say, "Oh, I don't believe it. Didn't see it. Don't believe it."
Yeah.
You're smart enough to align the dots and think. Well, I think you're smart enough to think that, holy fuck, this is true. Now, I'm yet to be proved wrong. Because sometimes I sit there and say, you know what? I hope I'm not right. I hope this doesn't happen. I hope aliens don't come. I hope the vaccine isn't killing my loved ones and my community. But it is. And within 24 hours, the aliens came.
Yeah. Well.
And within a month, they're pushing smart cities.
Yeah. Yeah.
They took 100 people to the forest, scanned them after the vaccine with no receptors in the forest, nothing at all. 40 out of 100, I think it was. Yeah. Don't hold me to that number. Had codes show up in their body.
Yeah, well. Yeah, insane.
And again, our human body is fighting this off.
Yeah, well.
Don't get your boosters.
That's right.
Right?
Well.
Just another question, then we'll wrap it up. So what's a day in the next few months and coming year going to look like? And what do you have manifested for the next year or so of your life?
Yeah. So I am going to go all in on Bitcoin and crypto. And I'm a good leader, a manager, a marketer, and businessman, but I'm not a good tech guy. I can't code. So what I need to do is go out there, spend some time in Dubai, America, and Europe, learning and networking with all the smartest guys there, and then I need to go and decide what I'm going to go and do, because what I do next, it's so important that I pick the right thing, because what I am afraid of is I go all in on the wrong thing, which obviously I won't even do, because I will think for very longer term here. So, dude, I am effectively trying to build to make a business like an application or a software that can be worth in the billions. Low end, if I'm being not my higher self, we'll say a few, like a few 100 million. But if I think in those terms, I will do a short-term thing. So I need to stay on the path and do a venture in crypto that can actually add a lot of value for people's lives. And I need to think of it in like a 10-year or like a 15-year thing. What is the world going to appear like in 15 years when we are all using a Bitcoin? That's the kind of mindset I have. I'm lucky because no one knows what's about to come. Even you don't yet. Like, you think it'll fail.
Yeah, these are all just conspiracies. Exactly. So no one knows. And that's the beauty of life. Nobody knows.
Yep. Nobody knows, but if you, bro, it's kind of like this, right? Like, you've gone so deep down that rabbit hole that you are confident to a T that the alien invasion will occur, that will happen, and this will happen.
Well, I think
go with the jabs, yeah.
I think that is going to be the last straw of when we as humans say enough's enough and we all rise. And then I think there's going to be mass protesting, mass riots, mass death. The Australian Army right now are training on how to protect themselves from protesters.
Well, Yeah.
So align the dots there.
Yeah.
They know what's about to happen is going to cause a riot. But like I said, I hope it doesn't happen. But that's what I'm prepared for.
Yeah.
And it's crazy though, the difference. So you're about to put your all into this $1 billion goal, and I'm sitting here thinking, fucking, I'm gonna have to go to war soon. So that's why I love the podcast and I love talking to people, because you learn new things. Maybe I'm just wrong, and you're right.
Who knows?
Or maybe none of us know what's right. Yeah. And that's the journey through life, man. And we're all on our own journey. So,
bro, that's right. I like how you mentioned earlier, because you mentioned the stuff about the jabs, and you were right, because I remember when the jabs started, I believed in the news, and now COVID-19 is not even a thing anymore. It's like, what the hell was that? And now there's like a jab number 5. It's like okay, this is a bit insane.
And they take your attention to different things.
Yeah.
So the truth started coming out about COVID and the vaccines, right? Boom. War in Ukraine. Do you know what I mean? Then this truth started coming out about the war in Ukraine. Boom. Earthquakes. Now the truth's coming out already about the earthquakes and HARP. That was a government manipulated earthquake. That killed 40,000+ people. Yeah. That was a government earthquake. They manipulated to make that earthquake happen, and I'm a big believer in that. I don't know why they done it. I think Ukraine refused to sign a document or something to do with NATO. Something happened. Boom. That's right.
Yeah.
Joe Biden even spoke about it a few months ago. He said they'll pay for it. Boom. Now what? The truth's coming out about that. What a coincidence. Aliens are here. Yeah. What's next?
Yeah, man.
Nothing's next, because we're going to rise up and we're going to fuck these cunts up.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, like each of us, you know, as you said, are on our own
journey
and path.
We're forging our own path.
Yeah. And you were right about the jabs, because I thought, you know, I'm going overseas, I'll be jabbed up, and you needed them to like go anywhere.
Coercion.
That's right. So bro, like your bet on the jabs is my bet on Bitcoin, and I'm not saying that the Bitcoin will work because of the rise in value. That's nice. But I'm not buying Bitcoin or going in there because I want to make a gain in the next 5 years. I will, but it's really like the only form of money that we can use in this day and age that's not built by anyone or controlled. That's got a finite supply, so it will most likely go into the millions per coin, and we'll all be using it as our recommended or preferred choice of money. Yeah. That is what I think will happen based on the facts about this. Even smart engineers also agree.
And I think what you're saying is true, but first we need to overcome what's about to happen.
Yeah, correct.
And if we do, like I just said, if it doesn't happen, because we do stand up and we do go to the World War III, we're living in World War III right now. It's a psychological warfare. There's no guns because they took them all. But we're at war. Yeah. Once this obstacle is over, I believe you. Yeah. I believe Bitcoin's going to be the way.
Yeah. So bro, like if this happens, right? Like, and I agree too. I don't reckon the entire world will go to crap. I think people, you know, example, like anything, there can't be
we're going to unite.
Too much of one thing. The opposing force always has to rise, even in religion, with Jesus Christ, and then came Muhammad. Like the opposing thing or the other thing always has to rise. So you know there is one strong agenda, and they are losing because I don't think anyone really likes how the West is running more. It's going quite insane. So I think you're right. Like you'll win this, and then we need a type, and then we need a type of money, which no one has the say over.
To unite,
and that, bro, is Bitcoin.
Yeah,
it is Bitcoin. So this will be a revolutionary new technology where you can take all your assets, worth $1 million or more, or less or more, anywhere that you go, can be transacted anywhere or sent anywhere. It's a new idea.
You might be right, because no matter what happens, the world's not going to end.
Yeah.
And we're too far now through evolution to go back to swapping. So you might 100% be right, man.
All of our stories, bro, are right. Like a Bitcoin can't win until that occurs. And then, bro, once the Bitcoin wins, because it's the next evolution of money. What other kind of money can we use? And Bitcoin,
this has to happen for that to happen.
Correct. That's right.
You might, we're onto
That's
something.
The universe, bro.
I think we're onto something.
Dude, that is the world. In fact, I learned then, even just speaking to you, I was like, oh shit, like it reconfirmed my thoughts and visions. Yeah, they are true. And I bet, bro, in your mind,
because the government are trying to shut down Bitcoin.
Well, but they've regulated it.
Yeah, because they know it's that people are making absurd amount of money, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
So what I believe is there's going to be a massive override of the government when the people rise and unite that we've been fooled and take a stand.
Yeah.
And now that you've said that, I think Bitcoin will be the new form of currency. It's all we've got. What else is there?
Correct. Like what else can you use that won't go down in value over time because of inflation? So after this
podcast, I'm going to go buy a few Bitcoins.
Well, dude, I think you should learn a bit about it first, and see how that plays part in this.
Yeah, and I'll send you some documentaries, and we'll chat. And we'll chat, bro, because if what you're saying is right and what I'm saying is right, at the end of all this, they need to combine, because Bitcoin is all we've got.
Yeah.
So I think we've both just, you heard it here, you heard it first.
Yeah. Bro, it's kind of like that part the universe was like a trip. It was like, oh, fuck, like I learned, I was like, oh, yes. And you learned, it was like, oh, yes. It's like, oh, fuck. Crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, Reza, thanks for having me.
Yeah, but last thing we'll say is that Bitcoin won't be a thing for a while, because there's still a lot of shit that has to occur first. And bro, you should have a look at a thing called the fourth turning. So we are in the fourth stage where it's all a mess. It's all a mess, and then after this stage, which ends, bro, in the year 2030, that is when the world enters a new stage.
Is that what you know?
That's what I learnt.
See, because that's their agenda, 2130. Yeah. So see, it's all aligning now.
So they'll end and fail. And bro, one Bitcoin, and you heard it here first, one Bitcoin will reach in the multi-millions, and we'll use fractions of a Bitcoin to do transactions with. And if you can own a full Bitcoin now, when the price in AUD terms is 35,000 a Bitcoin, even just own, $1,000 worth, and just buy a bit, buy a bit each month, $100 worth each month. Bro, if you can own a quarter of a Bitcoin, half Bitcoin, and then eventually an entire one, and you hold on to it, bro, for like 15 years, you'll be very rich and powerful.
But how do you then withdraw that? Because that's my issue. I've got a couple grand into other coins.
Yep.
But like when I go on to my thing, it's Binance.
Binance, yep.
How the fuck do I get it out? How do I buy and sell?
So you need a wallet, a hardware wallet. It's like a USB. And then you take the coins off the exchange onto there. But bro, the only coin that is safe is Bitcoin, because all these other ones, I lost 40 grand in 1 week. It went to zero on a coin, And the reason why is because these other coins have founding teams. You can't trust people anymore. You must trust a system that can't be fucked with. That is Bitcoin. So,
no, I think we've definitely.
By that stage, bro, too, you won't need to use our kind of money or use Bitcoin or whatever else.
So is there going to be a way of becoming rich in 15 years if you don't own a Bitcoin now?
Yes, of course.
Like, is there still going to be business?
Of course. But how the world is going to go and work then? And the world works in cycles. Bro, I just learned a lot just be speaking with you then. Like, I'm awake as fuck. Bro, what is going to occur is back when the world was using gold as a form of money, you weren't able to go and make gold out of thin air. So people's mindsets were much longer in the future. They knew to get gold, they had to work very hard and do stuff that was very valuable.
Yeah.
For me, in the future, to pay you in Bitcoin, you have to do a thing that I want or need. So the world, bro.
So it's almost going to go back to swapping type strategies, but
can be
using a Bitcoin.
Can be, bro. But the mindset, though, will be how can we build good shit? For example, in Europe, the castles there that you see, which took like 100 years to make, they were all made and built with a gold standard. Currently now, bro, loans, high inflation, all this shit. The whole world is in a short term kind of mindset. Making money, all this stuff is like cheap. So, bro, the whole world will actually advance more. And in space, guess what kind of money we are using in space? It's not freaking AUD or American money. It's money that no one owns or controls, where it's fair money. It's Bitcoin. There is no second best. Ethereum now, bro, is now heavily centralized. Bitcoin can't be stopped. They banned it in China, and the price increased after a while. Bitcoin can't be stopped. Governments can't stop a transaction to take it out of your account.
Yeah. No, that's very interesting, man. And like I said a minute ago, I think we're definitely onto something. And hopefully the listeners and whoever's listening can take something out of this episode and learn from it. And like
I learned a lot then.
We're all on a journey, and we're all forging our own path.
And also,
and
for me to achieve my dream in Bitcoin, I need people like you, the fighters and warriors, to oppress.
What's going on?
To suppress what's happening here. So, and then on the other side of that, once you've helped the world, I'm there. Like, bro, here's my app to freaking store your finances in, and then use it or whatever. So, like, you are helping us, I'm helping you. We're all one.
Yeah. So I need you and you need me.
Yep.
We all need each other at the end of the day, and you're right. So you need people like me to fight the good fight, so that people like you can achieve and give us some foundation.
Both of us fighting, bro. Both of us, bro, are fighting, because I'm also fighting too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm fighting though a different war.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to stumble upon the war of money. You've been lucky enough to stumble upon the war of lies and bullshit.
Yeah, and
propaganda and earth.
Because I hope that we go to a time and place where money isn't it. I like the go back to the roots of the earth. How Mother Nature and God wanted us.
Yeah. The
roots of the earth.
Yeah.
That's what we were given to survive, to fight, to do everything we've achieved now as a race. And I believe that God or whoever's there has lost all faith in humanity because we've let him down. And that's where I'd like to go. But if we're going in your direction, the Bitcoin and
down the track,
more technology and fucking off to Mars and jetpacking around, so be it.
It's
But
evolution.
it's evolution.
Yep.
But I think as an evolution, we need to take a few step back.
Yep.
But I'm good at adjusting. As long as we win this war that I'm trying to fight, I'll be happy. Whatever happens after that, as long as we unite as human beings and spread love and respect and bring back humanity to the bare roots of what it's meant to be, I'll be happy.
Yeah, correct. And this is, bro, like in your mind, your achievement, right? That's your goal, to really fight back against this stuff that's occurring and to also be a voice. You know, for us, bro, we aren't here for just, you know, making money and, you know, being being like a guru online that just talks shit like all the time. We're here to actually help the world advance. Dude, people need us. The world needs us, and me and you are both helping the world in our own way. Because, dude, people will need a safe type of money to save their cash in and use. So the world needs people like me to go help advance this. And bro, we need people like you to stop these evil idiots from wiping out the world or doing all this stuff. So we're all needed in our own roles. Both of us, bro, are visionaries in our own ways.
In the journey of evolution. Yeah. So I reckon we'll wrap it up there. And once again, I want to thank you for not only being the owner and founding Six Figure Dropshipper, because it's made me open my eyes to outside of the 9 to 5. You opened my eyes to just being knowledgeable.
Cheers.
And for you to create something like that and have the wisdom like you just explained to me at your age is fucking insane. And yeah, so thanks for having me at your little pad here. And I wish you nothing but the best with what your next journey.
Bro, cheers. And I feel extremely happy and grateful that you invited me here too. Bro, I've learned a lot. I'm actually keen to learn about these kinds of agendas, just so that at least I can stop drinking tap water or doing these things.
Yeah.
And bro, like the stuff you said, it was amazing because it reconfirmed the stuff that I learned on my high
and that they're all going to align.
They're all part of the same thing, and it's actually, bro, that was how I realized God's real, because it's like all these challenges built for us to achieve and, you know, overcome. Like it all has to happen. All the bad stuff in life, it all has to happen.
Yeah, and it builds us to who we are and where we're going, and it builds what we've got and what we're going to leave for future generations to come.
Yeah, well.
Cool. All right, man.
Bro.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
And thanks for you being on and agreeing to it and having a chat, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna benefit from this.
So, yeah.
So ciao.